Anthony.
Hello.
I've been walking past trying to film something here all weekend, and this is the only time there hasn't been somebody here or a massive crowd. So you are kind of the rock stars of the show in a way. So tell us what's going on.
So we have Circle Guitar, which is a MIDI programmable self-strumming guitar. It's a hyper instrument, so we're basically bringing technology to a guitar to augment and change how you interact with a guitar. That gives you a possibility to play in a new way, to create new sounds, new textures, new rhythms. And
interesting.
The wheel is MIDI programmable. And on that wheel, if you see over here without it moving, if you like, you can see we've got these pickups, these plectrums, which are magnetized to hold in, and they strike the strings. And then we've got a hexaphonic pickup, one for each string. And these are our faders, so we can fade up and down each string individually. There's nothing digital going on here. It's a complete, simple path of audio going through.
Right.
The 6 channels then go into, we can either have them going along here into Eurorack, so we've got our 6 channels of audio, and you can modulate each string individually using whatever you want. We can Euclidean rhythm, you can use PAMs, you can do whatever you like. We've got add effects individually. Or what we've got here is a setup within Ableton where we've got multiple channels of audio where we are gating each string individually, and the power of the wheel spinning and the gating of the audio creates a whole plethora of new kinds of sounds, interactions, different things.
So, that's going pretty fast.
So yeah, we go up to about 250 RPM down to about 30.
So I was talking to A. Dudley about this, and I was saying, what's it like? If you're a kind of vigorous player that likes to throw it around, do you suffer from centrifugal gravity interference, or is it okay?
No, it depends. We've got a smooth rhythm going here, but the wheel doesn't have to be smooth, and so it can be we can go straight from, say, 150 RPM to 0, and you will feel that centrifugal force, and you can feel it. And that is a bit weird to start with, but it becomes very comfortable, very familiar,
quite
very
physical. You're interacting physically. So can you have more than 2 sort of strike points? Can you have, because you've got 2, I guess, picks on there, and are they equidistant on this one, or do you have?
Yeah, so currently we've got a 4-4-16 pattern going, but we are going to create a 12 and a 20 pattern. So we got 3-4, 4-4, and 5-4.
Oh right, okay.
But
so
yeah, you bang in more picks, you get different kinds of rhythms. So what we've got going on here, we have mapped a filter and an LFO to a speed of the LFO on that knob. And then we've got the speed going on here.
Oh right.
So if you go and then you can interact with it differently. You get these do 2-handed chords. You find weird harmonics.
That's mad. It's amazing.
Let's really have
really
a play. The fact of the matter, we can talk about it all you like, but actually the best thing to do is listen to what it can do.
So all of these, not just so.
These are literally this is a MIDI controller. This is mapped to just change the scenes in Ableton. But when we have we're going to have 2 versions: like a player version and a producer version. The producer version, you'll be able to kind of open it up. We're going to have an app, a Juice-enabled app that will control all the settings and everything, and different patterns and things. But currently, these are just MIDI mappable to Ableton. But that's the DAW version, and then on the player version, it will control the logic boards, and it'll be able to, we'll have different wheel patterns on each one of these.
Okay.
So that might be smooth. This one might have swing. This one might be ramp up, ramp down. Another one might be the longer you press it, it'll gradually slow down. When you let go, it'll release and speed up again.
So connections on here, we've got a couple of wires out. So one's out of the hexaphonic and one's what, MIDI?
One's our hexaphonic and the other one is a 6-pin XLR. We've got MIDI in and out on twisted pairs, and we've got a 24-volt power.
Ah, okay. Well, so maybe if he plays a bit and you can tell me what he's doing.
Yeah.
So that's just fading up individual strings, is that?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening? The blues will never be the same, will
No.
they?
Do you want to, we could do these arpeggios. Do you want to do the arpeggiator?
So can you can activate individual strings in sequence as well?
Here, like this. So what we're doing there is affecting the attack and release on the arpeggiator.
And this is guitar we're listening to that's processed. So this is the guitar being processed rather than
the guitar.
MIDI. Right,
yeah,
okay.
so the power is in the wheel being spinning perfectly, and then you can map effects, delays, gates perfectly in sync with the wheel, which then allows you to have a lot of control over what's being played.
And so you could use it just to output raw MIDI as well to play other external instruments.
Well, it'll output a clock,
right?
But
okay.
it's not doing any pitch to MIDI conversion.
Okay.
That's people have tried and done that for years. For me, the exciting thing is the strings are oscillators under your fingers.
Okay.
And we're trying to take the best bits of what a guitar can do, which is that, hands-on control, that ability to really express yourself, the nuance of the string control, as opposed to a synth when you're behind a knob or a key, you're kind of removed. It's like having a synthesizer where you can go in and touch the oscillators and mess with them and play with them.
So
and that's more interesting to me than trying to create a synth. Using a filter to modulate the string, to turn them on and off, makes it sound like a synth, but it's actually the string you're hearing.
Yeah.
And the sound of a filter is what you're equating to sounding like a synth.
That's a fascinating
I'm not interested in creating an organ.
Is this pre-production or is it in production?
Yeah,
What's
it's pre-production, but we're taking, we've got a wait list and we're taking orders.
And what's the system likely to cost? Have you got a kind of fixed price at the end of it?
Yeah, we've got a figure, but it's extremely high right now because we're doing the first batch is going to be 4, then we're going to do 8. So we're currently.
I'd imagine if you have to ask, then yeah. But I imagine what are the engineering challenges? Is it the wheels kind of the biggest part?
I mean, the challenge, the mechanical challenge was something, but the firmware challenge was quite phenomenal because we're controlling the wheel in terms of position,
as well, isn't it? Yeah.
in time and speed, and we need all 3 of those as the triangle.
So is that stepper? Are they using steppers or?
It's brushless DC.
Ah, okay.
Stepper's too loud. Wasn't responsive enough. We need to go really fast. Need to go smooth. But it's like the wheel has we have an 8-bit optical encoder underneath there, so we know exactly where everything.
So like stroboscopic.
We've got 64 positions around the wheel, and we can be very precisely go to each one of those positions. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, gentlemen. That's really interesting. Thank you very much.